Hello everyone, I'm Vikramaditya and welcome to Jade SOFTECH. And in this session, we are going to discuss about how to get SAP real-time project experience. Even if you're already working on SAP projects, I have seen a lot of people who are still not aware of the entire process from end-to-end process. It's very important for us to understand the end-to-end process, and for this, we need to be aware of the global projects, live assignments, and senior mentors will be assisting you and build resumes. These are the steps that we are going to cover normally in a real-time project training. So we'll get started with types of SAP projects. I'm going to first tell you about what are the different types of projects that we have in SAP, and then we are going to also understand what are the documentation that are required. What is your role in that particular project, and what are you supposed to do? Each one of us will have a different role, unique role, and we need to understand about those things. So first, I'll just introduce you to the different types of projects. Here we'll start with the Greenfield project. What exactly is S4HANA Greenfield project? Let's assume that a particular organization, I'll take an organization like BMW, which actually has been working, let's say, on Oracle systems, and now they want to completely move to SAP system. In that particular kind of a scenario, we call this as a greenfield project. In greenfield project, we are implementing everything from the scratch, and we will be completely fresh installations can be done, and without any legacy constraints. This can also be done with from SAP to SAP as well, just in case if a organization is working on SAP R by 3 system, which was a very old system. Maybe it was used, installed and implemented 30 years back. Now it cannot be actually migrated to SAP S4HANA. So we have to consider that as a greenfield project only. So in these greenfield projects, what are the different steps that we have? How are we going to proceed with the project? And what are the documentation that are required? What are the roles and responsibilities of each one of us? How much time is it going to take? How many people are going to be there in the S4HANA? These all are the topics that I'm going to discuss with you all and share these things in exactly like a real-time project in the real-time project training. Then we have something called S4HANA Brownfield project, where we are migrating from the old software to the latest software. For example, we are like working on SAP ERP. Please remember that SAP ERP here refers to the SAP ECC software. Now SAP has started referring to the ECC as ERP, and from there, if you are migrating it to S4 HANA, then it is considered as a brownfield project, where we basically are converting from the old version to the latest version, and it involves the upgrading the current systems with the minimum disruption, focusing on retaining the existing processes. And also there are certain areas where we have to reconfigure and rewrite code, and certain things we can simply migrate. So this is a brownfield project, which is a different experience. We should be aware of this type of project and what would be the approach, what are the steps, or all things that I'm going to discuss in the project batch. Now here we have got the SAP support project, where we are going to maintain and support live SAP systems, just in case, like, let's say implementation is already done by for a company. And I was telling you about a BMW, right? SAP sells the software, and there will be a implementation partner. For example, IBM is the implementation partner, BMW is our end client, and SAP is a company who sells the software. Now once the software is been sold by SAP, the implementation partner will be implementing it. Let's assume that we have implemented it, the implementation is over. Then we are going to go for support project, wherein if during the use of the system, during their business operations, if there are any issues that they come across, that will be solved in the support project. Support projects is also referred to as maintenance projects, and there is no deadline for this. Greenfield projects and brownfield projects have a particular period in which we have end-to-end processes completed. Once it's been done, the project is over. But support projects never end. There are 450,000 plus implementations of SAP, where for all these 450,000 implementations for various huge organizations, we need support. And each support project will have at least minimum three people on an average, and the maximum is 300. Now on an average, you can keep in each project like somewhere around 10 people. Even if there are 10 people in each project, we need, at any given point of time, we need 45 lakh people to support SAP projects, and that's the demand. Maintaining and supporting live SAP systems involves handling user issues, performing regular system checks, applying patches, and ensuring smooth operations. And we also have in the maintenance part, we increase the performance, and we, of course, we have to solve the issues that the end users are facing. But other than that, we can also consider improving the system, enhancing the features. Those all things also we can consider in the support project. So if you want to understand about the support project, we have to understand what exactly is the ticketing tool that we have. What are the severities that we have. We refer to severity or priority, and then we have 1 to 5, 5 to 1. These all things we'll be discussing. Support projects are something which are at the highest level. Now, even if you are not counting the number of people who are required for SAP S4HANA Greenfield project, Brownfield project, with the rough calculation, we need, at any given point of time throughout the world, that we need 45 to 50 lakh people to be working on the support project. Now, moving on to the SAP migration project, we have transitioning to an existing SAP system to a new environment such as SAP S4HANA or cloud, involves migrating data, applications, and processes for new platforms. So basically, migration is mostly focused on moving from one particular database to another database. So it's more of the logic is more of a database to database rather than from the application to application. So basically, what are we trying to do in the migration project is mostly we'll be moving the data. We'll be moving the data. That's what we'll be doing. Right? So this is what we have. Okay, so let's go ahead and understand about the migration projects also. Migration project in all of these four, migration project happens to be the shortest, which will be completed. And we also have something called the rollout project, which is rarely used. Rollout project is somewhere where we have just a geographical location change. For example, if BMW India, for BMW India, SAP is already implemented by IBM. If the same IBM is implemented for BMW US, then it can be considered as a rollout project, where it is just a rollout is just a geographical change. Rest of all the things are same. In that case, it's very rare, but these are the very commonly used happening SAP projects, and it's very important for us to know in and out of it. Now, we all know lot of people are losing their jobs, and in every sector. But in SAP also, you might lose a job. If you are already having a job, you might lose a job if you are not updating yourself to the latest skills. And there are certain expectations from every employee, and we have seen, and on a rough calculation we can see here that we need huge number of people at any given point of time. There is always a scarcity of 5 to 10 lakh people to work in SAP across the globe, but still people who are in need of job are not getting it, mainly because the skill set is not matching. So you need to be focused on what are required to get a job and what are required to sustain in already existing job that you have, and how do we grow in the SAP. For all these three, where you have to get a first break, or you have to sustain in your existing job, or you want to improve your level and go to the next level and earn more, get a good better package and better role, then what you have to do is you have to focus on updating yourself. And be with me, and if you are looking out for a break, or you want to know the entire SAP, all the types of projects, and you want to get an hands-on experience, and you want to understand what exactly is the real-time project, do contact us, and do not waste your time in a random learning. Be focused on one particular thing, and then you will definitely prosper to the next level. Thank you and have a great day. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so, and share this with all your colleagues and friends, and help them with good knowledge. And do comment us how do you like our videos. Thank you. Have a great day, and meet you in the next session.